What's good? What's good? How y'all doing out there? Let's get the likes up. Tom Lou, the first one in the building. Gregory Brown is in the building. Yeah, we looking deep now. I think Braun out tonight. DeJuan Bryant, what up? Dennis, what up? Najee, what up? Dennis, what's good? Banks, what it do? What up, though? Yeah. We here. We here. Roy Extrada in the building. Eric Kwan is in the building. Let's get the likes up so we let people in. It's gonna be short live ending at 10. Cause I gotta do my scouting, man. Y'all know that it's ending at 10. 10 o'clock on the dot. Game start at 10:10. I need to get ready. Loco is in the building. Angie Bernard is in the building. We're gonna go. I'll walk him down in the building. He's your elder be butchering his name. Oh, he butchered your name? That's right. Hit the like button. Y'all see my boy Roy. Roy said hit that like button. LA Sports Live is in the building. Go subscribe to LA Sports Live. We keep you all updates. Tamar, what up? Roscoe Banks is in the building. Yeah, Loco, we definitely got to get that winning streak, man. We need it. We need every game. It's going to be hard. Yo, look at the 6 teams. This is how you know it's going to be hard. Willie, what's good, bro? BX is in the building. Zay26. Stanley Johnson, I don't know. I don't know what the Lakers. I don't know if the Lakers gonna get a wing or they're gonna get a big man. I don't know. But it's gonna be hard. I don't see the Lakers getting in that top 6. I don't see it. I don't see the Lakers getting in that top 6. He said he want Will Barton. Yeah, you funny. And my boy Carl said, can McDonald's get a buyout? I hope our talent put exactly. Yo, Dennis 6887. So true. Hope that our talent could push through because the boy can't coach. Boy can't coach at all. I'm gonna tell you why he got the job. He got the job for being assistant a long time and him being African American. By him being African American, it pushed them to sign a. Turn that down. I'm on live. It pushed them like and so everybody not made to be a head coach. People like, oh, he was a long time assistant. Just because a guy be assistant coach for a long time, that don't mean anything. That don't mean anything because he's been assistant coach for a long time. And oh, he paid his dues. He's not a good coach. He's not. And I see people, oh, but he's a rookie coach. Look what Boston coach doing. You could look at Boston coach and see he know what he's doing. Think about it. Look at Boston coach. I don't go by record. Y'all know me. I don't go just by record. I look strategy, see when things get tough and things like that. Rotation, how they how they just things, just seeing everything on the fly. This is why, I don't think the Lakers gonna be top 6. Lakers gonna be playing. Think like this. Let me say what's up to a few more people. Jay Reddick, what up? Laker hype was good. Andrew, what up? What's that? Paris? What's good, bro? Festo, what up? He said JaVale McGee ain't get brought out. JaVale McGee didn't get brought out. He's still on the team. He said, I vouch for Darvin. I ain't mind him. I'll be honest. When I was like, okay, cool. Because my main thing why I really vouched for Darvin, because I knew LeBron won him. And the key thing is, one thing we must know about LeBron, if he don't want to coach, it's gonna be rough on that coach. Let's just keep it a buck. If LeBron don't want to coach, it's gonna be a problem. So I ain't have time for all that passive aggressive stuff. So I said, okay, he want to coach. He with him, I'm with him. Because I really wanted Mark Jackson. Y'all know that. I really wanted Mark Jackson. CeeLo, what's good? Let's get the likes up. This is why I don't think the Lakers going to make I don't see the Lakers making top 6, right? Think about this. I want to see if all y'all agree. Y'all could put 1 if y'all agree. Y'all could put 2 if y'all disagree. We got 2 talls in the building. Daniel, what up? So Denver 39-18, they not falling out the top 6. Is that safe to say? Memphis 34-22, they not falling out the top 6. Mind you, if the Lakers may barely beat 500, maybe one game over 500. These teams ain't slipping like that. Sacramento 32-24, they not slipping like that. Dallas 31-27, they're gonna make a push. They picked up Holiday, and they might get John Wall, Pat Bev. So Phoenix 31-27, KD coming back. They're about to start winning a lot of games, right? The Clippers on the 6th, 31-28. Then you got teams, you got that, right? So you got those teams alone right there. That's top 6. I don't see them top 6 really moving. So I think the Clippers gonna stay steady. You know what I'm saying? Phoenix gonna shoot up. Dallas gonna be a little bit better than what they're doing. Right now they 4 games over 500. I think they're gonna be better than 4 games over 500. They're not gonna be worse than 4 games 500, right? Okay, Pelicans fall. I'm just saying top 6. I'm not saying the Lakers not gonna make the playoffs. I'm saying the Lakers ain't getting top 6. Now you got the Pelicans 1 game over 500. That's the gray area right there. Minnesota, I can see them slipping. Golden State, I can see them probably moving up their veteran team. I can see them probably move up some. They at 500 right now. Then you got OKC, you got Utah. Lakers is 5 games under 500. It's not going to be easy. Lakers right now, it's tough. They need to scrap up every win. Where we at on likes? Anybody tell me where we on likes so I can let people up? Because it's going to be a quick live. We're going to be done at 10 o'clock on the dot. I got to scout these guys, because the first game, anytime new players come on a team for the first time, it's always that hypeness, that big thing. Normally, a big trade like that, teams normally win. Humble Sports, what up? Tony, what's good? Andy, Knowledge, what's good, bro? Who else? He said 20 and 9. Angel was good. Double Tech. See you later. Steve Hall, Roy. Martin, what up? Where we at? Oh, come on. I'm putting this up here. My boy Tony Rome said we got 32 likes. Come on, we got 32 likes. I got more people in this chat right here. Come on, peoples. 32 likes. We building something strong here. We a community. We can't do that. We can't. 119 people, 39 likes. 32 likes. Come on, man. We can't do that. We got my boy B Skrills in the building. We got Dominic 5. We got Stokes the Mo in the building. The White Smith. Come on, man. We can't do that. Can't do that, man. I shouldn't be going through this right now. I ain't gonna say we shouldn't be doing this right now. 47 not good enough. Right now, out of 119, you factor in people who just gonna hate for no reason, just gonna be difficult. Okay, so out of 119, I say at least 80. 80 is fair. We got KO Sports in the building. We got, let's just say all the guys who right here that greeted, that I greeted. I greeted over 50 people. Fat Cat in the building. We got Foxy Brown is in the building. Come on, man. We're not going to do that. Come on, man. Let's get them likes. So let's at least get to 80. I want to let people in, man. We already 11 minutes and 45 seconds in. I want to let people in. Other Fishing Channel, what's good? You got a Fishing Channel, bro? Cuba Starks, what up? Come on, man. Let's get the likes up. We got 128 in the building. We got 128. Joseph is in the building. 64. Come on, let's get to 80. I'm dropping that link. I'm gonna hear y'all cook. That's right. Y'all see Foxy Brown said, get them likes up. Come on, man. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna have a good day. We got the winners. He said, hopefully the Pacers beat the Jazz. So that's bad. We in February, 13th, and we had to hope this team beat that team. That's not a good look. Who we at? That's right. We got my boy Marlon Champagne is in the building. He said, get the likes up, man. Dante in the building. Kelvin John Davis is in the building. He said Vogel and Ham was giving bad players. Nah, shit. Stunner, what up, Stunner? Classic, what up? Yeah, Ham definitely got the roster, Kelvin. He definitely got the roster. Black Mamba 72 in the building. I'm gonna just drop the link for you guys to come cook and tell me what y'all see, man. The man boy in the building. What up? We should win tonight. We should. Anthony Davis, man, he cannot play like that. He cannot play like that. He said, do you think Ham will play Bomber next? I don't know, man. I don't got no confidence in Darvin Ham. I really don't. Like, why wouldn't you play Anthony Davis and him? Anthony Davis got 7'6" wingspan, and Mo Bamba has 7'10". Why? And they athletic. It's not like they slow, and they both shoot 3-pointers. It's no reason why they shouldn't be playing. There's no reason why they shouldn't be playing. We got TD Guard in the building. We got who else in the building? Laker La Familia. Z, what up, Z? There's no way in the world they shouldn't be playing together. Drop the link, you guys. Y'all want to come up? We got to 10 o'clock, man. So that means we got what? Hour and 15 minutes? That's good enough time to cook. Is this Mo Bamba last game? Mo playing Wednesday. Darvin Ham cannot coach. He don't know how to, and it's crazy because he was a role player. He had to know how to soothe other players. Jeff, what's good, bro? Thank you, bro. All things basketball. Say love watching the channel. Thanks. You got channel, man. We all go subscribe to YouTube, bro. 83 likes. Come on, man. We got 143. Should be at 100. We missed 100 likes. Come on, man. Look at that. Look what my boy, the man, said. Look what he just said. He said, wow, nobody going to finish around the rim against AD 7'6" and Mo Bamba 7'10". All you got to do, everybody know this. A big man, when you have a big man, put the battery in the big man back. Put the battery. Big man is different from guards. This is how you know Darvin Ham can't coach. When he did that to Thomas Bryant, you know he can't coach. Everybody know big man is easy. You gotta stay on him. It's different because most big men only play basketball because they tall. Big men might not have the love for the game like a guard do. Most guards just come out and play basketball. They love it. Big men, oh man, you 6'2" and you 13. TD guard, you got to flash your face, bro. Anybody come on here, you got to flash your face for a hot 6 seconds. You're on backstage, so only I see you. If you don't want your face shown, only I could see you. Terry, what up, Terry? That was too fast, bro. And listen, man, nobody after you, bro. I ain't even see that. I just saw a forehead. I can't do it tonight. You gotta at least let me get a good, because I remember how you look. I don't see what's so hard. Look what Elder came right in and just did it. I don't get it. Yo, these guys be refused to show their face, Elder. Elder. Yo, but big men, let me tell you something about big men. When they young and they tall for their age, people just throw a basketball at them. You gotta play basketball, you tall. So they don't have the love for the game like you know, an average size person. You know what I'm saying? Not all big men. I'm not gonna say all, but 90% of the guys, when they tall, they throwing the basketball their way. They throwing a basketball their way. They
My fault. I just came from the gym. My fault.
Oh, all right. That's what to make sure, because
I wasn't scared to show my face. Nah. Nah. Salute, man.
Salute.
What's going on with the buyout market, man?
I don't know. Like, they gonna get somebody. I just don't know who. I don't know if they're going for a guard or a wing or another big man.
Right. How do you think about I joined last night, but it was packed in there. How do you feel about how the Lakers played the Warriors?
Huh?
I said, how do you feel about how the Warriors played how the Lakers played the Warriors, like defensive wise? Did you and Elder agree on how they schemed that up? Because I wasn't really impressed with that defensive performance.
Nah, the defense wasn't all that. At the end, they played good. At the end, defense. The defense was good team defense at the end.
Yeah.
But, it was solid. They ain't get the practice enough. That's why I'm not knocking them big.
Yeah.
But my thing is Anthony Davis. He gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
If you don't know, if you just drop us to watch basketball, you'll never know he's supposed to be that guy. Like that's your first time seeing these guys, you won't know.
Right.
Hey Mac, Big Baby Sports, Schmidt, Steve Hollow, what's good? Go what you saying, bro?
Yeah, I was just asking, like, how do you think about like the defensive scheme? Because I feel like, my personal opinion, everybody's excited about how they say the Lakers defense was good and all this, but it's like, if you're gonna play drop coverage, they had AD sagging off in the paint, him and Vanderbilt. I get that was their scheme to keep from like the cuts. You know, the Warriors, they like to get layups, you know, cut, backdoor cuts, all that stuff. I know they stayed off the screens to stop that, but it's like they literally off of dribble handoffs with Draymond and even like the high pick and rolls when they was doing with their shooters, Poole and Clay, when they was coming off them screens, as soon as Austin Reeves got screened, they had great looks at the basket for threes. And I think they went 6 for 18 on threes. That's not going to happen in the series against the Warriors. If you think you're going to play them like that, just dropping your centers all the way back in the paint and giving them clean looks, that's not going to work against no teams that can shoot the ball coming off screens and handoffs. So I don't think that was good scheme up by Darvin Ham. But I think he got away with it because Clay and Poole, they just wasn't hot. But you see that fourth quarter, Poole scored 18 in the fourth quarter. So he started cooking up, but he couldn't get it home because he's not Steph. But imagine Steph, Poole, and Clay, you giving them 30 looks like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a good recipe for success for us. And the thing that I was so upset about was we had a personnel now. You know, we have Vanderbilt. You know, we got Reeves back. We got wings now who can actually play up on the coverage and help and recover and help and stop those layups and those cuts that they can do. We got the personnel now to play defense the right way, and they just didn't do it. They just didn't get it done a couple nights ago. You know, we could have got blown out. That could have easily been a blowout for the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? Giving them type of looks. That could have been an easy blowout for the Warriors. They just didn't hit shots.
Yeah, they was missing. I'm gonna read this. Elder said, I disagree with Ham being a bad coach. He made some rookie mistakes, but he's a great I disagree, Elder. He ain't no motivator. See, people get motivator and guys to play for them. It's two different things. A guy can like you and just play for him. I think that he's not no motivator. Motivators when you get guys hype. That's a motivator. You make guys believe. I don't see him doing that. Because I don't think he a good motivator. I think that now if you want to say he communicator, maybe he communicate good with them, and they like him and they playing for him. But you saying rookie mistakes. The man been assistant coach for God know how long. Look at Boston coach. It's not rookie mistakes. He just can't coach. He don't have X and O strategy. You see Boston coach? He can coach. Even what's the name? Utah coach. You could see the way team preparation, how they ball movement be, how they run these sets. That's when you know. I don't hate Darvin Ham. I don't hate him. But my thing is, he's just not a good. When I assess somebody, that don't mean I hate them. You know, I want him to do good. He coached the Lakers. But I just don't see him as a good coach. And I think that he makes a lot of bad mistakes. And when you have things, he's stuck on this. He never tried. He should have tried Anthony Davis, Braun, and Thomas Bryant when they came back.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis don't want to play power forward.
Yeah.
I mean, don't want to play center.
Yeah.
Let's try to get big and at least shut down in the middle. Braun just gonna have to guard the wings.
And another thing I noticed about LeBron, like I said, to me, I think he's the GOAT. I think that's my favorite player of all time. But I noticed, man, like he's starting to become selfish, man. Like I noticed that Indiana Pacer game, he didn't get Rui involved for the whole third quarter, the whole start of that second half, and we brought him in to score. Like you have to put guys in position. It's like we can't sit here and LeBron comes back and then everything runs, the whole offense runs through him and he's missing threes, missing layups, crying for fouls. And we signed Rui to score. Put him on the block, get him touches, get him in a rhythm. He don't just start Rui and he's just standing in the corner, not involved in the offense. And then you expect him late in the game when you're tired, you kick to him, he misses a shot, then everybody blames it on Rui. Oh, this team we have the personnel now. No excuses now. We got rid of Russ. Russ plays good. He has average games. Sometimes he plays horrible. He was just a bad fit. Now there's no excuses. We got Vanderbilt. I think he needs to go to the starting lineup. I think Rui needs to come out and give energy off the bench. Schroeder should go to the bench and come off as a 6-man. And Reeves probably should start, or they should start Malik Beasley with D'Angelo Russell, or bring in Stanley Johnson. Get rid of Troy Brown's minutes. Get those minutes to Stanley Johnson. Because when we get to the playoffs, because I think we can make the playoffs. If we get to the playoffs, we see the Clippers, Kawhi and Paul George. We're gonna need guys like Vanderbilt and Stanley Johnson to guard those guys and defend those guys. Because we know if we had a 2-guard lineup, guess what LeBron's gonna do? When he's matched up against those guys and they try to set a screen, LeBron's gonna back up and he's gonna give that position to D'Angelo Russell or Malik Beasley or to a smaller guard or Reeves and let him take the assignment. So we know LeBron's not going to guard on the perimeter. So we got to give guys who can defend two-way players like Vanderbilt, Stanley Johnson, Reeves, those minutes when it comes down to guarding Devin Booker, Kevin Durant. We match up with Kawhi, Paul George against the Clippers. We need guys like Stanley Johnson, Danny Green. I think he just went to the Cavs. But the next big dude out there that we need is a Stanley Johnson, man, because we know what he did last year against James Harden and all the other top wings in the league last year. When we traded for Beverly, everybody was pissed off. We got rid of Stanley, so we need to bring that man back, man, and give him those minutes that Troy Brown's getting.
Troy Brown ain't been bad.
You said what?
Troy Brown Johnson is better than Troy Brown?
Oh, 100%. Because Troy Brown's not elite at anything, in my opinion. He's not elite at anything. His offense is not the greatest. He's inconsistent on his 3-point shots. He gives us energy. He hustles. But defensively, he's not, you know what I'm saying? He's not stopping nobody. But Stanley Johnson is elite on that defensive end. Vanderbilt is elite on that defensive end. You know what I'm saying? And Stanley Johnson, I think, on 2 attempts at the 3-point shot, he's shooting 45% from 3 on 2 attempts a night. So he's a lot better shooter. I think if he gets a lot more attempts, obviously it's going to go down.
Shooter than Stanley Johnson.
He is, but I think Stanley is much more improved than last year. I think his numbers will come down if he gets more attempts, but I just don't think Troy Brown is that guy you're gonna assign for 10, 15 minutes for stretches to guard Kevin Durant's, Kawhi Leonard's down the stretch. I would rather get those minutes to Stanley Johnson and let him take those guys on with Vanderbilt. I think Vanderbilt needs to go to that starting lineup, though. For sure, Vanderbilt needs to be a starter. For sure, alongside LeBron. Because we all know LeBron's not going to sit in that chair for 40 minutes and guard Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's going to switch off of those guys. You know what I'm saying? So playing that 2-guard lineup, LeBron's just going to let Schroeder and let D'Angelo. We didn't seen this too many times down the stretch in games where we didn't seen LeBron be on Kevin Durant, and then he just let Tristan Thompson years ago on the Cleveland Cavaliers. He didn't just let guys, you know what I'm saying, weak defenders just switch on. He just don't want to take the matchup. So you got to have guys out there who's athletic, who can defend those guys, because that's what it's.
What happened, bro? I'm dropping the link. Anybody want to come up? We have another hour. Anybody want to come up and cook? Talk about the game or talk about, whatever. I dropped the link, y'all. Come on, everybody come up. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Put your phone with that?
Yeah, I think so. Something happened. But I was saying, if we really want to win the championship, we got to really start. Darvin Ham got to go to those guys, man. Like Vanderbilt, it's about to be the second game that they finna play. But I think he got to start playing those type of guys that's really going to, you know what I'm saying, make a difference in the game. And I just don't think Troy's had opportunities to start for us. And I just don't think he's made a big impact where he deserves minutes. If we were to sign a guy like Stanley Johnson, we know what we're going to get from him consistently night in and night out on both ends of the floor. At least on one end of the floor, you can count on him to lock down his defender. Troy Brown with those minutes, that's not a guarantee that he's going to shut down his matchup. Stanley Johnson going to dominate his matchup every night in and night out. I've never seen a game last year where he was taken advantage of from a 3, not even from one of the top guards or one of the top small forwards in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody here like Troy Brown better.
Nah, man. I don't know what y'all seen. Y'all tell me in the comments what y'all see from Troy Brown that makes y'all believe that Troy Brown has been one of those guys that deserves minutes on our rotation, because we deep now. We already know William Gabriel's out the lineup because you got Mo Bamba coming back. You know what I'm saying? So Mo Bamba's going to eat those minutes up. But we need a solid 3 behind LeBron. We know Rui is going to play, but he's not the greatest defender, so he'll probably be at the stretch 4 when he's in. And then, of course, you got Vanderbilt. He can guard threes, really 1 through 5. But if we put one more wing, who are you going to trust? You going to trust Troy Brown to lock down his man, or you going to trust Stanley Johnson?
I think Stanley a better defender, especially against forward. He's stronger. But a lot of people keep saying that not Troy Brown. A lot of people keep saying that Stanley Johnson can't go back to the Lakers. Stanley Johnson could go to the Lakers.
Yeah.
He could, because he wouldn't. He got cut by 2 different teams. He could go to the Lakers.
Yeah. Initially, when we traded him, we couldn't get him back if he was to get bought out. But since the Jazz got rid of him, now that rule is out, we will be able to bring Johnson back. Yeah. And Elder's right. Troy Brown has hit big shots, but on a consistent basis, he's had opportunities to start for us. Even him and Beverly, like Beverly been in the lineup all season, but those guys, Beverly was expected to do bigger things, obviously, and he was a disappointment. But Brown has had the opportunities, man. He just hasn't been consistent enough. You know what I'm saying? Because like he'll hit the 3, and then one night he'll give you 4 points or 2 points.
Jeff,
it'll just be a non-factor.
Jeff, you want to come up here explain that? Because Jeff keeps saying that he can't go back. You want to come up explain that, Jeff?
Oh, can't go back.
Oh yeah, he's Stanley, since he got traded twice from Utah to San Antonio, they can pick him up now. So yeah, that's over with. Yeah. If Utah would have first time he got traded to Utah, and then Utah would have cut him, then we come pick him up. But since he got traded by San Antonio, and then he played, and then they cut him, now we could pick him up. So he could go back to the Lakers. So that's over with. Correct. Yeah. And another thing, the Lakers, if Darvin Ham's smart now, LeBron James and Anthony Davis should be only playing 25 to 28 to 30 minutes. That's it. Because now you got so many people got to save their legs so they don't get hurt and be injured. Right. We have no excuse to run the table on these teams. And all them teams know that. So only reason they don't pick up Stanley, if they pick up the kid from Cleveland that can shoot, the power forward that used to play with LeBron.
Oh yeah, Kevin Love. Yeah, he's an option.
That's it.
He's possibly an option. I don't know if they're really going to buy him out.
But I'd rather have Stanley.
They're not going to buy him out.
Yeah.
Because that would be stupid if they did. But Stanley, he would be cold-blooded playing with the Lakers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's really surprising, like I said, referencing back to last game, it's really surprising to see how Darvin Ham played. And like you said, Kareem, it might just be because they didn't have a lot of practice time, but just watching how they played, you only play that style of defense, you pack the paint, when your defenders when you don't have that personnel to defend on the perimeter. You go back to 2019 and you saw how the Raptors defended the Warriors. They played aggressive on the ball, they helped and recovered. They helped on the screen and recovered. And they didn't play that type of style of defense. And maybe I don't know if they just don't want to expose that or go all out because it's a regular season game. And they played that play off the screen and play off the handoffs and just kept all their centers and power forwards in the paint. But that style of defense, if they try that in the playoffs against a team that can shoot, the Warriors, the Suns, they're gonna blow the Warriors out. They're gonna blow the Lakers out. They're gonna blow the Lakers out.
Well, they won't be able to beat the Lakers no more because the Lakers got because if y'all notice, Dennis Schroeder played very good against shooting guards, and you're gonna see that tonight because he be on the ball. The X factor now, because everybody keep talking about we can't check their players, But you got to remember, they guards that like to shoot a lot, they can't check Dennis Schroeder or they can't check your boy Russell because they can shoot threes and they like to drive. So we going to hurt their legs. They going to be drained. Because when you playing basketball, you can be a good shooter. But if y'all got a player that pressing me and then he taking me to the rack, I'm going to lose my legs. And we got our benches deeper than theirs. So Stanley Johnson, if you pick him up with my boy Vanderbilt in the clutch minutes, you can put him on Kyrie Leonard or all them power forwards at 6'7", 6'8". And they're in trouble. Now LeBron James, if he's smart, he can put some more pressure on them teams by driving to the rack. He can average like 15 assists. LeBron should average 15 assists a game. He has no excuse to be shooting 10 three-pointers, fadeaway threes. He shouldn't be doing that no more.
Right.
And you got more Obama, a defensive player than Bryant. Ain't gonna be no more like they did when they did against Bryant. They was Bogart and Bryant shooting over, getting all the rebounds. That's over with. So our defense, we should go all the way to like #1 defense now.
Yeah. And
the other guy that can play.
It won't be that good.
Yeah.
It won't go that good.
No, we're gonna be good.
I want to be
We gotta be
realistic.
good.
We'll be good, but I want to be realistic. We're not gonna jump from
Right.
17 to #1. That's not gonna happen. I mean, we can play some good defense, and we need to understand with the drop covers, like the one brother was talking about up there. The drop cover defense is designed to get 3-point shooting guards to come inside the 3-point line. Believe it or not, those guys are supposed to trail those guys.
Right.
Make it uncomfortable for them to pull up off of the. You want them to come inside the 3-point line. Sometimes guys just get lazy on defense and decide to go under or whatever, and that's why guys get some looks. But the Lakers actually wore those guards out. Oh boy, came out hot, but you notice he couldn't close when the game was on the line, and the defense intensified. And those guys were taller than him and got them arms up. He couldn't hit them shots, and that's why the Lakers went away winning that game. I totally disagree with Kareem when it comes to Darvin Ham. I'm not saying Darvin Ham has done a great job as a coach this year, but I think he's been put in a bad situation, a really bad roster, really bad attitudes on the team. He's had a lot to deal with. And then when you had all those injuries during that long stretch of period where the Lakers had 4 or 5 guys out, you just don't have the personnel when your roster is already bad. You don't have the personnel. And what any good coach is going to do is go with the guy they trust the most. That don't mean that's the best option. And to the players, they look, well, use this guy. Well, if I don't trust this dude, I'm not going to use him. Because he'll get in there and stink up the joint anyway. So, and then, I hear us talking about signing Stanley Johnson. I mean, he cool, but there's a reason 2 teams have already waived Stanley Johnson. Stanley Johnson's not the defensive player y'all think he is. I mean, he's decent on ball defending, but all around, Stanley Johnson, he's just a little bit above average is what we would call him. But so is Troy Brown. Troy Brown is an above average defender. The reason y'all look at him in a more negative light is because he's pretty much guarding the best players on the other team. That's his responsibility. So it's going to look like he's just constantly getting cooked. No, he's just playing the best players and they score, but he does a decent job of covering them, and he's a great team defender. And he hits big shots. So he's one of these guys that they literally, you have to guard him as well. You can't just freelance around and act like he's not out there like they would do with Stanley Johnson. And don't be fooled by the numbers. See, that's why we said stats are fact, but they don't tell the whole story. Stanley Johnson shooting 45% from the 3. That'd make you think he's a great 3-point shooter. He barely shooting 2 a game. That's super low volume, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You hit 4 3-pointers and then you only shoot 1 a game for the next 3 games. That's going to keep your average up. So that doesn't make you a great 3-point shooter just because he got a 45% average, but he's barely shooting the ball from the 3-point line. I don't want the Lakers to sign Stanley Johnson because I think the best type of player for this position for the Lakers, because the one thing I think we need now is veteran leadership still. I've been talking about how I'm not happy with the leadership of the Lakers. I ain't happy. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not happy with what I've been getting from LeBron. I'm not happy with what I've been getting from AD. Now, these guys look good the other night. AD shot bad, and we still was able to close the game out with what? Defense. And AD can still do that. That's all good focus. We need a veteran. That's why I was liking the Danny Green thing. Danny Green's not going to trip if he ain't getting a lot of minutes. He ain't caring about that. But he would be good for these guards that we have out there and to help them get through this and teach them what it takes to get through long playoff runs and how to win championships because he's done it multiple times. Those are the guys I would rather sign. So I know y'all were saying Stanley, but if it ever became available, if I had to pick between Stanley Johnson and Kevin Love, I'm taking Kevin Love just because he's been through the fire.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
He can help, and he can help the younger big men go through the fire. He can help the players. We need more veteran leadership because again, y'all, we talk about the playoffs coming up. We got 14 guys. How many guys y'all think finna play? Somebody got to go to the bench, and somebody got to stay on the bench. And I'm not talking about one or two guys. So a lot of these guys y'all talking about, y'all got 12-man rotation. That ain't realistic. Darvin Ham can't go out there and play 12 men like right now for the next 10, 15 games. He may be able to get away with it just because we got all the new guys. But he's going to have to tighten down that roster. I mean, he's going to have to tighten down that rotation. He's going to have to. And give these guys a chance to get some continuity together with each other. You can't just keep running 12 men, 13 men out there. So getting all these guys and then thinking that they're going to be able to come in and play these minutes and all this kind of stuff. No, man. We got to start to tighten this thing down and specialize what guys going to do. When we get late in games, when we get late in games, I agree with what the one brother said about Vanderbilt. He should be our lockdown guy because to me, him and AD are the only two lockdown defenders we have on this team. So if it's a wing, I'm putting Vanderbilt on him. If it's a big, I got to put AD on him. That's just it. Nobody else on this team is lockdown. Now we got a couple others that what I consider above average defenders, like a Troy Brown. He's an above average defender, believe it or not. And I think old boy does pretty decent too out there. He's crafty, he's smart, he knows how to draw fouls, stuff like that. With Austin Reeves, you know. So those are the guys that I trust in those positions. Schroeder's just too small. I like his scrappiness, but he's just too small, and guys will abuse him in the end. But Schroeder's playing so well, I'm not taking him out of starting lineup right now. He's playing well in the starting lineup. I just play him and D'Lo until something changes on that. Him and D'Lo can go out there and start. They'll be fine.
That's a good lineup. I agree right now because Schroeder's hot, but Elder, look, we all know LeBron is 38, and we know he doesn't want to guard the best defenders on the team or the opposing team. Now, if you start Schroeder, you start D'Angelo, you're probably most likely going to close with both of those guys. At least that's what Darvin Ham is doing. And when LeBron is going
hold on, bro. That's a one-game sample. We can't go off that. We cannot go off that. We got to be fair. You can't go off a one-game sample. You can't do that.
True.
Yeah, but your closing lineup depends on how the game actually goes. Because you can have a guy that you want to close, but if he's totally off and he ain't in rhythm, he ain't closing that game. So besides LeBron and AD, you don't know who's going to close for this team every single night. You don't know. Right. It depends on how these guys play and what the matchups are.
Right. That's what I was just going to say. It just depends on how the matchups. But what we saw from a long sample size, he does like to go small with these guards. And those
no. We can't see. I want us to be real. We got to add context to this, y'all. He did that this year. Why? Look at the roster he had. He didn't have any choice. The guys he trusted the most were the small guards. Russ, veteran.
I'm just saying, if he does go to those
Beverly, that's what he did, bro. That was the best option he had. His team has changed now, so I don't want us to go in this mode thinking that he's gonna go with the smallest guards. I don't think that's what Darvin gonna do. I think he was forced to do that earlier, and it looked like bad coaching, but it was the best option that he had.
I'm a fan of Darvin.
Just to piggyback off what Elder is saying, like, he hasn't had the lineup all season to run the type of offense he wanted. So now that he has that, defenses. So now that he has that, he's gonna be able to run his system. It's gonna look a lot more fluid into what he wants to do because he has all the personnel and all the type of players that he need to run the type of system and type of defense or offense that he wants to run now. So just give him some time to let it form out and see how he's gonna be able to work it and work all these guys in. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, all I'm just saying is that we just make sure during the closing lines we must have a big wing because we know LeBron later in the clutch, in his fourth quarter, we know he doesn't like to guard the best wing. So we don't want to play these small lineups later in the game because then LeBron is going to go ahead and back under the screen and he's going to let
Trust Vanderbilt's going to be in. Trust he's going to give Vanderbilt more minutes. Trust and believe that.
I can see lineups like this, my brother. I can see lineups closing the game out, especially if the team's got a little bigger guard.
Right.
We got D'Lo at the point. We
Yes.
got Troy Brown at the 2. We got old boy literally playing the 3. Vanderbilt, because he's gonna be defensively playing the 3.
That's what I'm
LeBron and
saying.
AD out there, and that's
That's
the
what I'm
length. You can
saying.
switch every
That's
single
the
thing.
length.
That
Exactly.
we gotta build. We gotta build up to that. Though think about it. These new guys that came. They ain't had no practice nor no games with LeBron.
Right,
None.
and that's what I'm saying. What
So
you're saying
that's
is
what I'm saying. It's gonna take a little minute, but I don't see him just constantly going to the small ball. He had to do that because that was his best option. And for a lot of people, it made them think he's a trash coach because of some decisions he made, but they don't understand that these decisions were forced because of the lineups that he had, because of the health, the lack of health he had, and because of the bad structure of the roster that he had.
But that's what I'm saying.
Best
That's
thing
a good
that he
lineup.
had.
When you talk about D'Lo,
and if you look at
It depends on who we playing. It depends on who we playing.
Those are good switching lineups. Right. Those are good switching lineups because we all know LeBron.
We playing the Clippers. We playing the Clippers. That's a great lineup.
Right.
We
That's
playing
what
the
I'm
Clippers.
saying.
That's a great lineup. We
And
playing.
we don't
We playing. Hold on. We playing Golden State though. If we playing Golden State, no, because they got them 3 small guards that's gonna be out there. I don't want that. I don't want that lineup out there against Golden State.
Yes, you do.
You know what I'm saying?
How did?
No,
But Elder, you got to go to the facts. How did the Warriors lose in the playoffs in 2019? They lost due to length. You had Siakam out there. You had Anunoby out there. You had Gasol. You had Ibaka. The reason why the Warriors
They
lost,
were hurt,
wasn't
bro.
running no, bro. They weren't. They were still running Red Van Vliet, and the little Bulldogs is down in Miami. Not no,
Kyle
bro, they
Lowry.
were still running them dudes.
Right,
Kyle Lowry,
right.
bro.
But for
They
the
wasn't
most
playing
part,
that big lineup winning, bro.
no,
They had
but
them
for the
2
most part,
Bulldogs
they had
on defense,
Kawhi,
them
they had
2 little
Siakam,
guards
they
on
had
defense,
Anunoby, they
going
had,
at them guards.
They had
That's
4
who was
guys
going
with
at what's
length.
name now.
That's not true,
I
bro.
mean, again, you can have guys with length, but you got to have guys that can
Gotta have
small
guys with
enough
length.
and agile enough to get through screens on guys like that.
True.
I'm
True.
not having D'Lo as my smallest guy on the court. If I'm going up against Steph, Clay, and Poole, nah, bro. I'm putting Schroeder in there. I'm getting guys that can get through them screens like that. Now I don't mind him on a Clay or even on a what's name because he's taller. But I need guys that can
He's
get
not a
through
small
screens,
guard,
bro.
But you have to have guys. You gotta have guys.
Schroeder's the smallest guard we got on lineup now.
I'm putting Austin Reeves out there in that situation because he can get screens better than anybody. He can get fouls on those big men for trying to set moving screen. I'm putting guys out there like that against them.
That's going to clog those shooters' airspace.
I don't want Austin, like I use the Clippers as an example. All them guys' eyes light up when Austin Reeves get on the court. I ain't putting him out there against them in the close. I'm not. I'd rather have the guys we just named. You see what I'm saying? Their eyes ain't gonna light up if they see Vanderbilt in front of them. You know what I mean? They're gonna want to pick. They're gonna want to screen and roll. They're gonna want to pick and try to go at Brown. He's probably
but that's why you get another guy. Oh, you just said it. That's why you get another guy like Stanley Johnson. He's an elite defender in the league, man. You see his
brother. I don't, because here's the thing: if Stanley Johnson was actually elite defensively, these teams would not be letting him go. If he was truly an elite defender, these teams would not be releasing him. They would keep him just for that and that alone, bro.
He's just not great.
To be fooled. He's a no. Think about this league, bro. Think about this league. Guys like Stanley Johnson, if he was truly elite, he would be starting on a lot of teams and couldn't even score, couldn't even shoot. They wouldn't care because his defense would be that valuable. Stanley Johnson is not an elite defender, y'all. He's a decent defender. He's probably a little above average, but he is not elite. He's not elite at the defensive end. Wow. He's just not. He's not.
When he was on the team last year,
let me tell you this, y'all. Tell me this. Yeah, y'all. Name me think about this, y'all. Name me teams that cut elite defenders. Who does that?
There's not that many elite defenders in the NBA.
Thank you. Thank you.
But
if you really are an elite defender, you're not getting cut. No team will just cut you, especially when you're on a nothing contract. He's not making any money. He's on a minimum contract. So why would you cut him?
Have you seen his tape versus Kawhi? Have you seen his tape versus Kawhi?
I've seen him play for years, bro. I remember when he got drafted in the lottery.
Right, but have you seen his tape?
Hold on, I remember when his body transformed because he came in all stocky and everything, and then when he finally got back in the league with the Lakers, he cut his body down so he could move better. He's a good defender, bro, but he is not elite.
He's better than Troy Brown. I trust him to
agree with that. I don't agree with that.
That's why I say you have to go to the tape in the game.
I've watched them play, bro. I watched them both play, bro. I like Stanley Johnson, but I would keep Troy Brown over Stanley Johnson. Me personally.
Okay, let me ask you a question. So when
he's
he
just as good.
last year
He's just as good on the defensive end, and he's way better on the offensive end. I got way more versatility on the offensive end with him.
So last
And
year
he's
when
bigger.
he was guarding James Harden, when he was matched up with Kawhi throughout the years, Paul George, all the elite scorers, when Stanley Johnson is guarding those guys, he drops their averages. They don't score on Stanley Johnson. They're asking
you had to
for
pull up the tape on that, bro, and prove it.
Go look at the tape.
That's not true.
Type in Stanley Johnson versus Kawhi.
That's not true, bro.
Shuts them down.
He don't
If anybody,
down,
he shuts those guys down. You should look at that. You should look at the tape. I'm just saying.
Hold on, bro. He's been playing with what's the name all year. We can go look at the tape. We can go pull up the numbers right now and see what Kawhi Leonard and all them have done against what they've done against San Antonio this year.
Okay.
Because he's played with San Antonio all year.
Yeah, he does.
Hold on, bro. Y'all using major shut down? Are y'all serious? Now I said the guy's a good defender, maybe a little above average, but he's not elite, y'all. Please stop.
He's better. He's much better than Troy
He has
Brown.
not shut none of these dudes down, y'all.
He
ain't
down
done
James.
that.
That's all, Elder.
Wow.
I want y'all to listen to. Hold on. I want y'all to literally listen to yourself. Y'all
I really
this
think
man
Stanley
is an elite.
Johnson.
He's an elite defender in the. Hold on, bro.
Watch the tape. Watch the tape.
Hold on, bro. Y'all are saying this man is an elite defender in the NBA. He's making a minimum contract, and he's been cut twice this year.
What does that mean?
Hold on, bro. What it means is make it make sense.
Offensive end. Okay, what is this game about?
Defender, though.
But Elder, listen. What is this game about now? It's about shooting threes and playing defense. Y'all talk about how soft the league is and how guys just jacking up threes, and it's all about 3 and D. He's not great on the offensive end, so obviously they're not going to sign him to a long-term deal because he's not shooting threes. He's not making them at a high clip. So of course he's not going to be on the roster. But he is an elite defender.
Hold on, bro. Stanley Johnson's defensive rating this year is 119.8.
That's worse than Troy Brown.
0.8.
How many minutes is he getting? Troy Brown started the season.
Don't do that. Don't see this what y'all do about moving us. That's irrelevant.
When he had opportunities on the Lakers, what was he doing? He was in the starting lineup. He was on the starting lineup.
Bro,
I'm gonna ask you a question.
At that time we had
20 in the game before.
Bro, at that time
he hasn't even scored 20. Stanley Johnson did that multiple times last year with the Lakers, and was stopping elite defenders.
Why the Lakers keep him there? Why the Lakers keep him there? Why we keep
They were trying to get Patrick Beverley. They thought Patrick Beverley was an upgrade. Everybody from Lakers.
He was.
No, he wasn't.
Hold on, let's look up Patrick Beverley's defensive rating this year.
My brother, what I think you're missing is like how you just said that he don't have an offensive game. Vanderbilt really don't have an offensive game either. So I mean, Vanderbilt is not getting.
Elder, Elder. Patrick Beverley was horrible.
Stanley Johnson scored last year compared to Troy Brown. Troy Brown hasn't even gotten 20 this year.
We'll just go by. Everybody loves stats. We'll go by stats. Patrick Beverley's defensive rating that says this year. No, that's career. I'm sorry.
How much of an opportunity?
Rating is 115. So 115 is better than 119.
Okay, go look at his defensive rating last year when he was in the starting lineup playing alongside LeBron, and compare that to Beverley when he's starting and playing alongside LeBron. I guarantee you, Stanley Johnson's rating is better.
Bro, the Lakers' defense was trash last year. Nigga, we won 20 games. Wow.
And who was our best defender on that team?
It wasn't Stanley Johnson. Anthony Davis was.
Stanley Johnson last year. You were saying Stanley Johnson last year.
Bro, I'm telling you, he's a good defender. Y'all not listening. He ain't elite, though. Y'all trying to put him in a category he's not.
Exactly.
Hold on, y'all. He wasn't. First off, Anthony Davis is always our best defender. Hold on, bro. Anthony Davis is always our best defender.
Anthony Davis was hurt last year.
Hold on, bro. You're talking about a best defender on a horrible team.
Oh,
I'm talking about the best defender on a horrible team. He's still losing.
Didn't you say in that trade you didn't want to include Stanley Johnson in that deal with Beverley last year?
I don't know if I said that or not.
Come on, bro. You said that, man.
Bro, you 100% sure. Hold on, come out. You're 100% sure. You're 100% sure I said that.
Yes.
Okay.
You was like, dang, I don't know if we should have included Stanley Johnson in the deal. That was too much to give up for Beverley.
Now
okay.
You did say that, Elton. You said
you said you wanted to send Wingate instead of him.
That's fine. But again, I didn't think that was necessary to even get the deal done. But did I sound like I was crying over spilled milk that Stanley Johnson, oh my God, Lakers defense is gonna be trash The Stanley Johnson.
No. You didn't say that. No. You didn't say that. But I do think he's better defender than Troy Brown. You know, everybody had an
the
uproar.
numbers just prove that he's
He's
not.
not.
The nigga's a 119. He's been playing for San Antonio all year.
Okay, hold on. I need you to understand this. I need y'all to understand this. Everybody in the chat, listen. When you don't have an opportunity, Troy Brown has started for the Lakers. He's came off the bench. He's gotten more minutes and more of an opportunity than Stanley Johnson. He's
so that means that means your rating's going to be automatically lower. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, you don't have opportunity. If you coming in and spot minutes,
that's not true because the person plays more minutes. His rating defensively is going to be lower. Actually, the lower minutes make your. Okay. It's like his shooting percentage is 45 because he's not shooting a lot of them.
Okay, but that's why I said this. Go look at
45% because he's not shooting a lot. Just because the guy gets more minutes, it actually hurts his defensive rating.
Right. Go back to Stanley Johnson when he's playing a lot of minutes, when he's getting a lot of production last year with the Lakers. Go look at his defensive rating.
What's he been playing this year?
Let me pull the defensive rating up from last year.
Y'all act like Stanley Johnson just started every game and played 35 minutes for the Lakers last year. That ain't what that nigga was doing.
Nah, stop saying y'all. That's him. Stop saying y'all. That's him.
People saying it. I'm like, yeah, like he just was a bona fide starter and out there getting 35 minutes a game. He had a stretch when the Lakers didn't have no players. He had a stretch when we didn't have nobody.
They signed him to the rest of the season and another deal on top of that. Another year on top of that.
We had nobody else. Protect the asset. If they really loved him, why they trade him? If he was an elite defender, I can promise you this. He would not. Name me an elite defender. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Oh, let me look. I didn't look it up.
What's Troy Brown's defensive rating? Somebody said it already.
I'll pull it up. I pulled up Beverly's and what's his name? I didn't pull up Troy Brown.
Oh, okay. What was Beverly's?
I'll pull it up. Beverly was 109.
109. Okay.
Troy Brown is 115. He's still better.
Okay. Stanley Johnson last year when he had production in 48 games, he had his defensive rating was 113.9.
Again, bro, all these numbers we're throwing out there, guess what they are? It just shows you that these guys are average to a little bit above. That's all it's saying.
Yeah,
119 is actually not. That's bad, actually. Even for a perimeter guy, that's actually bad. But if you're 109, 112, 115, you're average to maybe a little bit above average.
So last year he was getting 22 minutes. You said the longer you're in, your defensive rating goes down. So
it could go down. It doesn't. No, what I said is it doesn't automatically mean your rating's going to be lower just because you got more opportunity.
So this year he averages 15 minutes a game. His defensive rating is 119. Last year with the Lakers, he got 22 minutes a game. His defensive rating was 113. It looks like the more he's in the game, look, when he was averaging his third season with Detroit, when he was averaging 27 minutes a game, his defensive rating was 106. His first 3 seasons in the league was 106. His first season as a rookie was 105 defensive rating. So that's very, very good. So to me, that's close. That's close to Kawhi's defensive rating year in and year out. So
my brother,
you talk about
my brother, if he was elite defensive,
he's just not offensively gifted. He's just not good on the offensive end.
When he was with Detroit, they wouldn't have cut him. He wouldn't think about it. The Lakers got the brother. He wasn't even in the league, y'all. He wasn't in the league last year. We didn't even sign him. Hold on, bro. We didn't sign him on a regular deal. Remember, he had to get those 10-day contracts we was able to extend.
Hey,
if he was that, I'm just saying to y'all, if he was truly an elite defensively, every team, and he's a wing, he's 6'6". Every team in the league wants a guy like that they can consistently count on, especially if he ain't making no money.
Hey, Elder, see this how we break it down, right? All right, look at Stanley Johnson compared to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is elite defensively, and his offensive game is limited too. But he's more elite defensively than Stanley Johnson is. That's why he's more of a value pick than what a Stanley Johnson is. Does that make sense?
The reason why Vanderbilt is getting minutes and the reason why he's valued is because he finds a way. He's great. He's a great offensive and defensive rebounder, and he always finds a way to get loose balls, and he's able to get 12 points a night here and there, 12, 10, 15 a night. Stanley Johnson just can't find ways to be productive and be able to be successful on the offensive end. That's why he's been out of the league. But could
it just be that old boy?
Let me just say the last thing, Elder. I'll give it to you. If y'all go look up, everybody in the comments that want to shit on Stanley Johnson, everybody want to shit on Stanley Johnson. Go look.
That's our problem. Nobody shit on.
Go look. Stanley Johnson guarding LeBron. There's plenty of tape out there of him guarding LeBron very well. Kawhi shutting these guys down. LeBron's my favorite player of all time.
Shut down. He's saying
Locking
shut down.
Bro, he's just good defensively. He's not elite, bro. He's just good, bro.
Literally for stretches of the game. These guys are getting clamped by Stanley Johnson. These are facts. I don't have no tape of Troy Brown shutting anybody down. All season I've seen him guard some of the best wing guards and small forwards, and he gets foul calls. He's fouling everybody. He can't if I'm just saying how we can help our team and how our team can benefit. I think Stanley Johnson would be a great asset to our team over Troy Brown. He should take those minutes from Troy Brown. Now, if y'all want to say Troy Brown's is better than
he's definitely better than Stanley Johnson, and I'm definitely not giving him his minutes. I'm glad Darvin Ham don't think like y'all. I'm definitely not giving him. I'm not giving him those.
I guarantee you. I promise you this.
The records show for this year he's better defensively. Hey, he's better than him defensively, and he's better offensively than him.
No, he's not. I just proved.
The numbers show that you didn't prove anything, bro. You gave your opinion. You didn't prove nothing.
Bro, I just gave you the facts, bro. The minutes that he plays when he played. Okay, let me go to it. The minutes that he played last year, 22 points a game.
We're talking about this year.
It was lower.
Hold on, bro. We're talking about this year.
The same opportunity Troy Brown's getting, the same amount of minutes. You got to judge them based on their opportunities that they're able to have on the court.
Stanley Johnson, Anthony Luke. That's this dude.
When he had opportunity, the dude's rating is way
Stanley
lower.
Johnson is 6'6", y'all. He's not 6'7".
Come on, bro.
Nah, he ain't no 6'7". No way.
Yeah. And again, this brother believes by numbers last year when Stanley Johnson played limited last year. And, he's giving numbers from a team last year. That's what you just gave. Did you not just give numbers last year when he played?
You were just giving me defensive ratings.
Hold on, bro. You're taking numbers. Bro, you're taking numbers.
Come on, bro.
You're taking numbers from last year's team, which was trash.
No, I'm taking numbers to production. When these guys get opportunity, I'm taking numbers from when guys have an opportunity to guard their matchup.
That's two totally different teams, bro. That's two totally different teams. You taking a team from last year where you got 22 minutes and this year 15 minutes. That ain't much different. Both teams trash.
We'll go to Troy Brown's defensive rating.
His numbers look good. None of them numbers is good. Hey, here's the thing. If his play was as great as you say it was, why are teams still letting him go when he's only making a minute? You gonna let me finish, bro, or you gonna keep cutting me off? What you gonna do, bro? Bro, I let you talk. You said let you talk, and all you doing is cutting me off.
Go ahead, bro.
If this dude was so good defensively, he's not making any money. He's making a minimum deal. So it don't matter what his offense is. If he was elite, like you're saying defensively, why wouldn't the team keep a man like that just as your 15th man? When he can shut down LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard and Jason Tatum. If you got one guy you know can go in there even for a 5-minute stretch every game and shut them down like you're saying, why wouldn't teams keep that man as the last man on the bench when he's making no money?
Can I answer that?
I'm waiting to hear this.
Because I've been saying it. The league is about scoring. It's not about defense. It's not about that. The league is about scoring.
What's your name, bro? What's your name? I forgot your name. What's your name?
Thomas.
Thomas.
Yes,
you
Thomas.
telling me that the league cares what their 15th man on their roster? They care about his scoring? That's what you're telling me right now?
He was never a 15th
man. The 13th man. The 12th man. You telling me the league cares what the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th man on their roster, they care about their scoring?
When has he ever been a 15th or 13th man?
Answer my question. He was just that for, bro. He was just that for the Lakers. Bro, he was just, bro.
22 minutes for the Lakers. He's never a 15th man.
Bro, he was just that for San Antonio. What are you talking about? He was just that for San Antonio.
No, he's not. He's playing 15 minutes a game. What are you talking about?
He was
that's not a 15-man rotation.
He was a 10-day contract. Of course, he was a 15-man
rotation. Somebody who's getting DNP,
He was a 10-day contract. Dude.
So let's look at Troy Brown's defensive rating, since everybody says he's better than Stanley Johnson. His first 2 seasons, his defensive rating was 115 and 113. The next 2 seasons is 113, 113, and now with the Lakers, it's 115. Now I just went to Stanley Johnson's. His was way lower than that. Way lower than that. He's a much better defender than Troy Brown. I'm just making suggestions on how we can help our team.
You're the only one that feels that way. But apparently, San Antonio, it ain't facts, bro. It ain't facts.
That was not facts.
We're talking about right now. We're not talking about what these guys did when they were rookies 6-7 years ago.
Okay, I'm
these
talking
guys
about
are both. Hold on, bro. These guys are both. You don't care about a whole career.
It's a trend of this guy not being a good defender. It's a trend. It's a trend.
Well, okay, let me ask you a question. Hold on, okay, no problem. Why does this guy have a consistent job where nobody's cut him? And Stanley Johnson has consistently been cut for 7 years. He's been in the league 7 years. Hold on, bro. This guy's been in the league for 7 years. He was the number 8 pick. Stanley Johnson was a number 8 pick in the draft, bro.
Right.
And he has been consistently cut by NBA teams.
Right.
And you want to tell me he's elite? There's no guy that's. Hold on, bro. Let me say this to you. Name me another guy that was the 8th pick in the draft, just lottery pick, that is elite at something that is consistently getting cut by teams in the NBA. Just name me another one.
Name you another one? Chris Dunn. Go look at Chris Dunn. Chicago Bulls. He was a high lottery pick. Great defender. Now you saying it. Yo, please. These are facts. Go look at his training. He was a great defender. And he's in the G League now.
Y'all show me. Hold on. Time out. Y'all show me where Chris Dunn.
This game is about offense. This game is about offense.
Show me where Chris Dunn was ever considered elite.
Oh my God.
I didn't say good. I said elite.
Oh my God.
This man elite. And hold on. I'm gonna do this. I'm in the stats right here. I'll pull up Chris Dunn because if I'm not mistaken, Chris Dunn wasn't getting cut for this. Is like he just fell out the league. Hold on a second. Hold on. I remember Chris Dunn. Y'all act like he was perennial, like, oh boy, in and out. No.
In 2020, Chris Dunn was snubbed from the All-NBA defensive team. Go look at that. His 2020 season. And then the previous season before that, he was snubbed. He was snubbed from the All-NBA defensive team. These are top guys, but you're not going to get paid anymore in this type of league if you can't score the rock at the other end. You of all people should know that, Elder. In this era,
hey y'all, this guy, this again.
I know my basketball.
You don't know basketball, bro. This dude that he just brought up, y'all. This dude was consistently 78 games, 52 games, playing 29 minutes, 30 minutes, 24 minutes. This dude was a consistent rotation player until he played 20. He played 20. Hold on, y'all. He played 24 minutes a game for Trailblazers in 2021, y'all.
Yep.
So from 16 to 21, he was consistently in the NBA. He wasn't out and in like Stanley Johnson did.
And why did he get cut? Because his offensive game did not develop.
Stop.
His offensive game did not develop. Stanley Johnson's game has not developed. That's why he's not in the league. It's a lot of good defenders out there.
You have just tried to shift. Hey, bro. You tried to shift the goalpost. I didn't ask you about a guy that just after 7 years. Hold on, bro. I didn't ask you about a guy that after 7 years fall out the league. The guy came in the league at 16, and he was a consistent rotation player to 2021. He just fell out the league in 2022.
I can't believe we arguing about who better than Troy Brown or Stanley Johnson. This is crazy.
Oh, bro, that's your opinion. But guess what? The NBA disagrees because Troy Brown ain't never been looking for a job. He's never been looking for a job. He's been in the league and on somebody's roster the whole time.
Let me just say this, Elder. Everybody in the chat, I'm gonna say this again. You can be good defensively, but you're not going to be a consistent player. You're not going to be played consistently in games if you cannot score, shoot the three. Tell me right now a great defender who can't score, a great defender in the league. We got Vanderbilt. Giving us.
You just gave one on the team right now.
No, I didn't. Because Vanderbilt can score on the offensive end. He can score on the offensive end. Okay. So what I'm saying is Stanley Johnson.
Hold on. First off, you probably don't know this. Hold on, bro. How long has Vanderbilt been in the league?
I'm not sure. I didn't really follow Vanderbilt until this year. Until you brought him up.
You said Vanderbilt can score, right? You said he can score. Who's average more points for a career, Vanderbilt or Stanley Johnson?
I'm not sure. I'll be honest. I'm not sure.
You may want to go look that up, bro. You may want to go look that up before you start running your mouth, bro. You may want to do that.
Okay, so you tell me right now. You tell me right now, who can score better, Vanderbilt or Stanley Johnson? Let me ask you that.
I think they
You gonna
both
say
can
Stanley
score
Johnson?
okay. I don't have a problem.
Hey,
Hey, I don't have a problem with Stanley. I don't have a problem.
Come
I
on, come
don't-
on. You know Vanderbilt is a better scorer than Stanley Johnson. Come on.
I
Andy.
don't have a problem with
Don't do that,
Stanley
bro.
Johnson as a scorer. You ain't heard me say one word about Stanley
Oh
Johnson.
my God.
You brought it up, but I haven't.
Hey,
I'm just
I'll
telling
be-
you,
bro.
Stanley Johnson is not an elite defender. Like
Yes,
you're
he
saying.
is.
They average the
Y'all
same
go
amount
look
of
at
points.
the
No,
tape.
they
Go look
average
at
the
the
same
tape.
amount of points, and Vanderbilt
Go
played
look at the
3 last
tape.
years than Stanley Johnson.
Thank you. Thank
Doesn't
you.
matter, but we all know who the better
Vanderbilt,
scorer
hey,
is.
hey, guess what?
That's why
Vanderbilt,
that's why
hey,
he
guess
has a
what?
job.
Vanderbilt's what's the name is only a couple points less than his. His defensive rating is only a couple points less than his.
Like I
But
said,
everybody in here would say Vanderbilt is a way better defender than him. And guess what? Vanderbilt ain't never been looking for a job. Ever since he came in the league 4 years ago, he ain't never been looking for a job. Stanley Johnson was the 8th pick in the draft and has been consistently looking for a job for the last 4 or 5 years.
and why is that?
The man actually
So
fell
why
out.
is that? Why is that?
Bro, he wasn't a good player. He had to go chase. Bro, go look at. I'm gonna tell you something real quick. Go look at Stanley Johnson on draft night. Go look at Stanley Johnson when he played his first and second year with the Pistons. Now, then come back and look at his body now, bro. He had to totally transform himself to get back in this league. He was too bulky, too strong, looking like a damn linebacker out there. But he wasn't he wasn't producing offensively or defensively.
Offensively, but he had one of the best defensive ratings in the league. He was a great defensively, but offensively,
one
like
of the
you just
greatest
said,
defensive ratings in the league.
he has. He's kept up one of the greatest
Hey man,
defensive ratings.
I'm done, bro. I'm done with y'all, bro. Hey, bro, do your thing, bro.
He's still one of the best defenders in the league.
So what you think about tonight's game?
Because he doesn't have a job, you say he's not an elite defender.
Elder, what you think about tonight's game?
Oh boy, Empire put it up there. He scored 37 points and he shot 62% against the Spurs with Stanley Johnson guarding. Stop, man. Kawhi Leonard shot 62%. That's shutting down and scored 37 points.
Wait, what is he referring to?
When he played him this year. When Kawhi played Stanley.
Dude was getting 15 minutes a game. Dude probably wasn't even a game that game. He probably didn't even play that many games.
My brother, let me ask you this.
Bro.
If a man is shooting, hold on, bro.
Hey,
hold on, bro.
Whoever left that comment, go to 2019 when Stanley Johnson was guarding Kawhi Leonard. And see how many points.
2019 is irrelevant because we're talking about 2023. That's 4 years later.
But you're speaking on a guy
later.
Getting the
He ain't
opportunity.
hey, bro, it's obvious he ain't the same player he was in 2019 as he is now.
I'm just speaking on how we can help.
That the man shuts these guys down, and he just gave you proof from this year that
no,
Kawhi,
he didn't. Because dude probably wasn't even in the game. Dude wasn't even in the game to shut. Bro, he was scoring on other dudes. Go watch the highlights, bro. Since you want to leave that comment, go watch the highlights, bro. Go watch the highlights. Go watch the highlights.
Hold on. Hey, brother, you said Stanley Johnson is elite. That means Pop is dumb because if Kawhi cooking like that, why not put Stanley Johnson on him? Since he shuts him down, since he's an elite defender, why not just put Stanley Johnson on him and slow him down?
Let me go
why
to
would
the
you not do that? Why would you not do that? I'm going to tell you why you wouldn't do it. Because when you do put him on there, he's going to torch his tail too. That's why you're not doing it.
No.
Stop, man. Dude, I don't know why you. Is he your brother or something, bro? A cousin or something? You pumping this dude up like we like Stanley Johnson, bro. Nobody dislikes Stanley Johnson over the Lakers. He was a good player for us. But we're not going to make him something he's not. The brother is not elite at anything. He's not.
We have 11 guys playing already. When
still pushing elite.
Yeah, how are we gonna play 12 guys at a time? We're only playing 11 right now. Like
he's better than Troy Brown. I'll tell you that.
Well, apparently the league don't think so. The Lakers don't think so.
The league does think so. The league does.
The league don't. The league don't think so. The league
knows. The league knows.
The league. Well, why does he not have a job?
Because it's about offensive production. If you can't do it on both ends, they're not going to keep you in the league.
As a career, bro. As a career, who's average more? Who's average more points? You talking about career? You've been going back to 19 and all this stuff.
I'm not going for career. I'm not going for career. I'm just getting.
Now we're not going for career. You just
pattern
going
of Troy Brown.
Now you're not going for career.
It's not good,
bro. Who's averaged more points for their career? Stanley Johnson or Troy Brown?
I'm not sure. I don't have those facts. I'm surprised we even arguing about
statements that you don't even know the facts to, bro.
Troy Brown. Troy
What are you
Brown.
talking about? I never even brought up averages. You're asking that question. I didn't bring up averages.
You're saying that the only reason Troy Brown's in the league is because of offense, and I'm telling you, no, that's not it. I just showed you that with old boy because they average. Hold on, bro. As a career Stanley, hold on, bro.
He just said he can shoot the three better. Now he's trying to bring averages to the table. Come on, bro. Like I don't get your argument. First you say.
I can't make an argument with you, bro. I can't. I can never get to finish nothing when I'm talking with you.
Oh, yeah,
all you
let's
do is
talk.
talk
One at
over
a
me,
time,
bro.
bro.
That's all you do is talk over me, bro.
But
So
you
I
keep
never
flipping
finish
shit.
nothing.
You
No,
keep
bro.
flipping
You're
the
the one
argument.
switching.
You just brought up defensive rating with Patrick Beverly. I didn't even bring up defensive rating.
Good.
This dude, bro. This dude. I don't know how y'all deal with people like this, man. At the end of the day, you trying to come in here and tell everybody this dude is an elite defender, and nobody agrees with you. The numbers don't agree. His contracts don't agree. The teams in the NBA don't agree because they're constantly cutting him. And you're trying to say he's getting cut because these guys are better offensive players. And I'm showing you as a career, these guys ain't scoring more points than him. It ain't got nothing to do with that. They just better players than him, bro. And you tell us go look at the stats. We pull up stats for this year, and he's getting torched. And you still doubling down. This is sad, man. This is sad. This is bad basketball conversation.
Cause we got like how much time we got left?
Thank you, bro. Thibault can't score a lick. He's still in the league. Can't score a lick. Ben Simmons can't score a lick. He's still in the league. What'd you say, Kareem?
Tonight's game, how you feel? Somebody want to hear your breakdown. Somebody asked earlier they want to hear your breakdown on the game tonight. The keys to Lakers winning.
I just think the Lakers need to keep doing what they did in this last game. This is the same type of scenario. You got little guards that can score real good. So you're going to have to contain them. You got to run them inside that line, which they good with the midi, but it's better them shooting that than getting cooking from that three. But when you put that constant pressure on them, they may hit second quarter, first, third, whatever. But when the game is on the line, they get tensed up. That's when them shots get short, y'all. Because I said they're in trouble. Oh boy, he hot in the last game. Poole was hot. I said, watch when the game on the line, it's still gonna be short. He ain't gonna be able to make nothing. And then with him taking on them shots, nobody else is getting the flow. So once he cools off, everybody cold because they just sitting around watching him play. I knew the Lakers was gonna win that game. I want more games like that though, where the Lakers win going away, or we don't have to wait down to the final shot and chance of going overtime and all that. Take control of the game, make good defensive stops. That was one of the most impressive things I saw with the Lakers in that last game. We got multiple defensive stops when we needed them at the end of the game. That's something we haven't been doing all year. So that's what I want to see tonight against the Blazers. The Blazers are going to be hot, y'all. Y'all know that. They're going to be mad because remember the Lakers came in here last time. We was down 25 at halftime, came back and beat them Bulls. So they're going to want to destroy the Lakers, and they normally play us well up there. But I want to see the Lakers. They always play us well there. That's a really tough place. Actually, these two places, playing in Golden State and playing in Portland, they're like two of the toughest places for the Lakers to go play. So if we can pull out 2 wins right now without LeBron, that'd be 2 huge wins. But I think the Lakers are actually going to win tonight. I do. They just got to do a good job of controlling those guards and trying to get the ball. If they just don't just let Dame and old boy go off. Just don't. Take the ball out of one of their hands. One of them. Simon's his name? Yeah. Take the ball out of one of their hands. We should have an advantage inside because I heard the big fella not playing. So the backup dude's in there. He's active and all, but he fouls a lot. So AD, he got to control. He got to destroy inside. I need to see Schroeder. I need to see AD, Schroeder. What's his name? D'Lo. All these guys need to be. Lonnie Walker. The minute he gets, because he's good against the basket, I need to see these guys destroy inside. The Lakers should have a clear advantage in points in the paint tonight. They should. They should have a clear advantage. If we got that advantage and we clamping down, making them shoot 2s instead of 3s, I think the Lakers should win this game going away. I really do. Because I think they're a better team. I just think the Lakers are a better team than Portland. I do.
They play that horrible defense.
Yo, you read the text?
Hold on. I didn't see Grant not playing. Grant's playing, isn't he? I didn't see that Grant wasn't playing. Nick T, shout out Nick T. Appreciate you in the super chat, my brother. He said easy win for the LA tonight. Nurk and Grant not playing. I didn't see that Grant wasn't playing.
Yeah, I knew Nurkic wasn't.
They said he's in a protocol though, huh? Grant. I heard he's in the protocol, but his name was, when I looked yesterday, his name was not on the injury report. So I didn't know that he was out.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay. Oh, boy said he's out. Yeah, that's an advantage for us. That's an advantage.
Angie said
it would be even more of an advantage if we had LeBron. You know what I mean? Because they go at LeBron hard. Oh, he got a concussion. Man, he's still in the protocol. AD got to produce, man. They got them big guys because that backup dude, I forgot his name. I think it's number 33 or something like that. He was getting it last. I think he had 4 blocks against the Lakers last time. So it ain't like he no slouch. But I think AD can get him on the crafty stuff. You see what I'm saying? I think AD can get him into foul trouble, and then they really in trouble when it comes to inside play. Then they got to go to junk stuff, all that kind of stuff. Our guards are bigger than their guards, so we should be able to get our shots off the way.
Yeah, they got Thibault and Reddish playing. So.
Oh, they traded for Thibault?
Yeah, they traded for Thibault. Yeah.
And Reddish?
Yeah.
Oh, that could be trouble, y'all. Them good wings, man. We'll see. This will be an interesting game because both teams are trying to implement new guys. I didn't know Portland got who they give when they traded on board. They got Reddish back.
No, they traded Josh Hart for
Reddish. Okay,
and they traded Thibault. I think in a 3-team trade. I think.
Bro, you know what? That kind of makes me think that Portland may mess around and let old boy go. Why are you bring Grant? Why are you bringing all these wings? Because that ain't solidified. Yeah,
they don't want to pay him the money he wants.
They may not want to pay him that money. Yeah, that's my boy. You gave up those picks though. Then they give up like two.
And Grant's with Clutch too. And Grant's
free agent after the season. Is Grant a free agent after the season?
They gave up 1 pick.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, Grant's with
Clutch.
I
think he is, bro. I think he is a free agent. I think he is. Yeah. Because I ain't heard about no extension for him. They gave up 1 pick for Grant, and it's protected. Yeah. I mean, sure. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be
what happened with the Gary Payton?
Grant is on Clutch, right? Grant is on the
Grant's
Clutch.
with Clutch.
I don't think so. I don't
think
he's
he
is.
Clutch.
He is okay.
Mm-hmm. Kyrie
Grant. He ain't coming to the Lakers, man.
Oh, okay.
What position he gonna? I think what position he gonna play? LeBron playing the 3. I mean, unless we trade Braun for him, I'd do that. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
Give me him and Simmons. Give me him and Simmons. I'd do that. Simons. Give me him and Simons. I'd do that all day. You can have Braun.
Yo, you about to have another viral moment, Elder. You saying that?
I'm just saying I would. That's a good trade. You telling me right now at this stage if we can get Grant and Simon for LeBron, I'd do that all day.
Man, stop.
I'd do that all day.
I was gonna ask you, Elder. So they talking about we can re-sign Rui, bring back Vanderbilt, bring back basically the whole cast from the Utah Jazz, Beasley, Vanderbilt, and what's his name? Vanderbilt, Beasley,
Russell.
And
Russell, yeah, D'Lo.
Yeah. No, but we got 3 though, right? We got Vanderbilt.
We only got 2 came from Utah, 1 came from Minnesota.
Yeah. So what about Bamba, Vanderbilt, Beasley, and then swap D'Angelo for Kyrie and assign a trade? Because they were talking something like
I actually believe the Lakers
talking about that.
They got these dudes so that they can have that. But the problem going to be, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't see it happening. And you know why? If you do the sign and trade, it hard caps you, and the Lakers' salaries they're not gonna be able to fill the team and be hard capped. So I don't see that sign and trade happening, y'all. I don't.
Because you talk about Rui, Vanderbilt, and Beasley and Mo Bamba alongside Kyrie instead of D'Angelo.
But they all not free.
You're gonna have to give up more than D'Angelo because he's not gonna be making what Kyrie's making. No one's gonna give him that big of a contract, and Kyrie's trying to get a max. So you're gonna give up 2 players to get him. So like, let's just say we gave up Mo Bamba and to get him. Then the Lakers would be hard capped though, and then they couldn't fill the rest of the roster. They literally couldn't. They would have no money to do it because people forget LeBron and old boy. So we wouldn't even be able to fulfill the contract with minimum, bro. We wouldn't.
Wow.
It'll be jacked up. Because when you hard cap, that means you cannot spend over X amount of dollars. Period. No matter what. You can't choose to go into the luxury and all that. You can't spend over that, and you always a hard cap if you're taking in a player that's signed and trade. So I don't really see unless something happens where because I don't know if the extension options on the table for Kyrie right now. I know he said he's not signing it, but that would be his best way to come to the Lakers. Sign the smaller, because it's 2 years, 78, I think is what it is.
Yeah,
he
like
would
a
literally
2 year.
have to sign it and then do the second year as a player option, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then try to get traded, pick that option up, and then try to get traded from Dallas to there. That's not a sign and trade then. But if he goes into free agency and then they re-sign him just to trade him, the Lakers can't do it. When you look, somebody did it here the other day. I don't know if it was Andrew. Somebody pulled it up. What it was, the money don't match, bro. You get those three guys together, you only got like $10 million left.
$10 million.
Yeah, when you take LeBron, what we estimated Kyrie's to be, I think we use 40 as the number, right? Because he ain't getting that 50. We use 40 as the number. Right. So you take LeBron's number, Kyrie's number, and AD's number, you only got like $10 million left you can spend, bro. You can't even fill the team.
And that's after you re-sign Reeves, Rui,
No.
Wow.
Take on a sign and trade.
It's the sign and trade makes your salary cap worse.
Yeah, it hard caps you, meaning you have an X amount of dollars that you can spend the entire year on your team. And somebody pulled up the other day, I think they said it was like 135, 145. It's something like that, 145 million. But when you add up those three guys' salaries, the way we did it, it was only like $10 million left. And you would have three guys and $10 million to spend on the rest of the team. It was something like that. I mean, the numbers could be off a little bit, but we did the actual calculations because somebody looked it up and said, because right now you don't know exactly what it is because the end of the financial year hasn't ended, so it's an estimate.
Oh, we got
you can still spin up. Now, see, Kevin King, you're talking about Kevin King. The 162, I do know what that number is. That is your luxury tax number. That's a different number than a hard cap number. So you can spend up to 162 before you go over into the luxury tax. If your hard cap, see there it is, it's 162 hard cap and 134 salary cap. I don't think that's right. I was listening this morning and I heard that the 162 is a luxury. That's the luxury tax, y'all. It's different than the hard cap. That's different than the hard cap. The luxury number is different than the hard cap number. So y'all got to find out that's a luxury threshold 162. That's a different number than the hard cap number. But whatever it was, I know we did the numbers, we did the math on it, and the Lakers could not fill the team because those three guys' salaries are so high. You have to be above the luxury tax to have a deep. Yeah, 162 is luxury. We talking about the hard cap number.
Hold on, we got a couple in the chat.
So would you recommend?
He's saying the hard cap 170.5. That was not the number we looked up the other day. Kevin King's saying that right now, but that wasn't the number.
They're supposed to go up this year. I don't know.
So but I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. We could do that if let's say it is 170. You could do that. You're still gonna have a hard time filling the team.
Hard cap is 157.
So if I gave you a scenario, if I gave you a scenario, Elder, we get to the Western Conference Finals, we lose there. And then let's say D'Lo in the offseason, we bring back Rui, Austin Reeves, all the guys except for D'Angelo. We make a decision on him. Would you re-sign him, or would you break his contract up?
You're gonna have to re-sign D'Angelo to make the trade with Kyrie work at all, because teams are gonna want D'Angelo. So
I was saying if we didn't go after Kyrie. Let's say we didn't go after Kyrie.
If you don't, my bad. If you don't go after Kyrie, to me it depends on how they play. Like D'Lo. It depends on how he played and what he's talking. Like, say D'Lo was serviceable for us, and he fits well with LeBron now. Just need more time. As long as the contract cool, I'm good. D'Lo, if his agents and people are thinking he deserves a raise, I've got to let D'Lo go because he made 31 million, y'all. He ain't finna get that. Not from the Lakers. He ain't worth that with the Lakers. So if he's thinking something more reasonable, like if I could sign D'Lo to a 3-year 60, I'm doing that.
Yeah,
I'm doing that. I don't even know if I want to give him $25 million. I'm being honest. I don't. I think D'Lo is on that level where I can give him $20 million. If he wants some security, I do a 3-year 60, guaranteed though. You see what I'm saying? I would do that with him because that could be moved even if he's disgruntled. We don't like him no more. That's an easier contract to move. You getting the $25-30 million for multiple years? That's a lot harder to move. So if D'Lo and them thinking that, if not, I'd be like, hey, D'Lo, go hit the market because they go hit it, bro. What do you think about
a Cam Johnson?
I'll read it. Go ahead.
What do you think about the Brooklyn Nets fours that they got from the Suns?
These guys been waiting. Hold up the super chat. Hold up.
Hey, Miles, we appreciate the super chat. He said, Ham, Schroeder, and D. Russ likely to start together. 7 Day Sports Pod. Appreciate you, brother, like always.
Appreciate
he
you,
said,
bro.
That is what they are going to be trying to do. They are better keeping these guys. The only trade would be a signing trade with D'Lo, AR-15, and Rui. Yeah, they could possibly do that. That's a lot to me. Whew, that's a lot right there, man. That's a lot, and you gotta give up the pick. That's a lot, but they probably would for Kyrie, y'all, because you have guys that can replace those guys. You bring Kyrie in to replace D'Lo, which is a major upgrade. AR-15, we got plenty of guys that can play the two. You know what I'm saying? And then Rui, you already got AD at the 4. You can move there, and then you got Vanderbilt. You still got Blackistan. So I mean, they are guys that can be moved. I like Rui if we can get him on the right deal, y'all. I like Rui. Yeah. I don't want to pay him $18 million a year. I don't even know if I want to pay him $15 a year, y'all. I don't. I'm looking right now for the role he would have with us. Yeah. I don't know if I want to pay him 15. I want him
on that. Like what Pope got.
Bingo. Yep. KCP, Kuzma.
But what do you think about
those type of deals?
What do you think about a Cam Johnson? What's the guy from Dallas? The 4 that got traded to the Brooklyn Nets? McKinney, I think. Finney?
Finney Smith.
Yeah. Finney-Smith Jr. and Cam Johnson. Instead of that Mo Bamba deal, what about grabbing those 2 forwards for that first round pick, that 2029 pick?
I don't think those guys would give you those 2 for those first round picks, bro. You talking about the Nets?
Yeah. You don't think we could have got that deal done?
No, not for 1 first round pick. I don't think so, bro. I don't.
Cam Johnson.
I don't think you can get those 2 guys for 1 first round pick. I don't.
What about
the boy is a very good defender, and he's long, and he's extremely versatile.
Yeah.
He knocks down timely threes. That's gonna hurt Dallas. I'm telling you, they're gonna feel the loss of that dude, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
They're gonna feel the loss of that dude.
Everybody's saying the Suns are contenders, but I'm just looking at their roster. They got rid of all their defensive wings. They got rid of all their 3 and D guys.
The Suns got to put some people together. They got to put some things together to make me a believer in them still. They can score, but, you know, Chris Paul is unreliable health-wise, all that. Kevin King, I'm with you. He said Rui should be between 10 and 13. And see, if we can get Rui for that, which I hope we can. If he wants to be in L.A., I hope we can. That's cool. I want to keep Rui at that point because I like what Rui brings to the table. He ain't afraid of the moment. He's got a great mid-range game. He can knock down a 3 if need be. His defense is better on 4s and 5s, in my opinion, y'all. He don't need to be guarding 3s. I mean, every now and then on the switch, but he's really not built to guard 3s. Just 4s, and he can guard some 5s. But I like all the dudes the Lakers got. If we had to bring all these cats back, I'm good with that. I really wish we'd see. I don't sound so stupid to most of you people now. I remember y'all laughing and making spoof videos and TikToks and all that about me when I said the Lakers should give up both picks and get that 1 pick back. So we'd have gave up 2 but got a pick back for this year. So we'd have had 2 first-round picks this year because Utah was willing to give us 1 back, and we could have got Marketing, Vanderbilt, and Beasley before the season started.
Wow.
I don't sound so stupid now, do I? I guarantee you do that deal today. Marketing balling, bro.
I didn't know who that dude was at that time when you were saying Vanderbilt.
I did. I knew who he was. I knew who he was over in Minnesota.
Right.
Yeah. And hey, Stanley Phillips, you're right. He said we're still waiting on Devon Reed. That's the dude. Y'all got to go back in Kareem's archives, y'all. Kareem did a video about this dude. And told y'all like he broke him down. He scouted this dude, and this dude did well in a couple games against LeBron and all that. This dude is one of them sleeper guys that nobody's talking about. That y'all may mess around and see like, man, this dude, where he come from? And he on the Laker roster, and he doing like this is another reason I want to get Stanley Johnson. We already got a guy to me that's better than Stanley Johnson, and this dude right here,
Devon Reed.
This dude, go look at Kareem's video, y'all. Go look at Kareem's video he did on him. Hey,
the dribble, he got nice little.
Hey, I'm telling y'all,
he might be the insurance. They don't bring Reese back.
Kareem did a video on this dude a while ago, over a year ago or whatever it was. He did a video on this dude just showing you what his scouting was, and the mess around the Lakers got this dude on the team now. This dude can play. This dude, he was just stuck behind. Look at all those guys that came over, y'all. He was
Denver
stuck
got
behind Bones Highland. He was stuck behind KCP. He was stuck behind Bruce Brown. He was just stuck behind these guys. He couldn't get on the court. It doesn't mean he can't play.
Can he take Troy Brown's minutes?
No, Troy Brown's still gonna get his minutes.
Oh man, I don't know what.
Get his minutes.
What do y'all like
about this? I'm not sure why you just like Troy Brown so much, man. He ain't played bad for the Lakers.
The reason why I watched LeBron's career from open to tap, man. When he kicks out to those shooters, they consistently knock down threes. He done started for us. He done came off the bench all season, and he just can't hit threes consistently. And his defense isn't that great. Like he'll hit a three occasionally, and then when you really
hold on, bro, my brother, who on the Lakers consistently knocks down threes right now?
He's shooting the league average at 36%. What are you talking about?
I know, but I'm asking his brother. He's knocking Brown. Okay, so why are you just knocking Brown then? Nobody does that.
But Elder, that's what I'm saying. Now that we got a better team, we got Russell, we got Beasley, we got more shooting. If we can add another piece, another shooter, because this is what I'm really disappointed with the trade deadline. Every piece that we got was good, but I think we should have got Bojan Bogdanovic. I think that would have made us a contender right off the tap. That would have been another shooter.
Okay, you tell me where he plays, bro. You tell me where he plays.
He would start alongside Russell. Russell, and then Vanderbilt would be the small forward, and then LeBron power forward.
Hold on, bro. You putting Bogey at the 2?
At the 2, yes.
Nah, he's not.
You've been hanging, bro.
No, he's not a 2. He's not a 2.
You've been hanging around loyalty way too long. He can't guard anybody. 2s, 3s, 4s, 5. He can't. He's a pine cone out there, bro.
But look,
he can't guard a point guard.
And bro, here's the thing. He's
playing behind LeBron and AD. The best helping recover guys.
Time out. You said start him. You just said start him.
Yes. Yeah, he playing behind AD and Brian.
How is he playing behind him if he's starting? What are you talking about?
No, what I'm saying, he's playing behind them. So if he plays up, if he plays aggressive, they're going to help. LeBron always is a great help defender, and AD is a great help defender. Clogging the paint. They're going to be able to, especially in the playoffs.
Come on, y'all. What time of game? Come on, y'all.
Let's come on.
LeBron is not nothing defender now, bro. You know this. Great help defender. Stop.
In the playoffs?
Bro, we ain't seen him in 2 years in the playoffs. So how the hell we know? We ain't seen nigga in the playoffs since the bubble.
I already know he's going to turn up in the playoffs. Come on, Elder. You got to give LeBron some credit.
Stop.
But so you don't think the Bogey would have been a good deal? The Bojan.
No, I'm so glad we didn't do that deal. We didn't need scoring. The time is this. The Lakers had no problem scoring. They put 120 to 130 on any team in this league. We don't need more scoring. We got to stop some freaking body. We got to stop.
How close were the games, though, Elder? How close the games be, though? We can't pull away from no teams because we can't score the rock good enough. We can score.
Hold on, bro. Are you listening? We can score 120 to 130 on anybody. We can't get a stop when we need it.
But what was Ticket saying the whole time? We just can't close. Every game.
The closing is, bro. The closing
every
is
game be close.
We can't get a stop.
I'll be saying LeBron.
I'm starting to believe he's trolling, Cordez. Because I don't know how he's not understanding this. It ain't from our scoring. We can't get a stop. We can't stop anybody. Well, now we can't. But if we'd have got old Pine Cone, it'd have been even worse. Because he'd have been 6'9" out there falling all over himself.
We couldn't get a stop for the last 5 minutes of the game.
All I heard all season, the last season, is people complain about our shooting. We can't shoot. We don't have shooters. We can't score the ball. Like, yeah, we can score the ball, but we be in close games with teams we shouldn't be in close games with. We should be able to pull away from teams.
What?
The game's starting now. That's what I said.
I'm about to go, man. I gotta go. I'm watching the game.
Yeah, 10 o'clock, bro. I appreciate everybody because I got to do.
Oh shit, Troy Brown in the starting lineup. Oh shit. All right.
All right, bro. All right.